If I were to give students one piece of advice before the English Leaving Cert, it would be to understand the marking scheme. Most students are aware that PCLM is used by correctors to assess their performance in the exam. P stands for purpose, essentially that's the question and have you answered it, and it's worth 30% of the marks. C stands for the cohesiveness of your response, in other words the structure, the paragraphing of your essay, and that's worth 30% of the marks. L stands for language, in other words is your language up to the task? Do you have words such as soliloquy, stanza, image, motif, etc. in your answer? M stands for mechanics and it's worth 10%. It's essentially spelling and grammar. Now what most people don't realise is that P, which stands for question answering, controls the other marks. In other words, you can never score higher than you can in the P section of the exam. Now, on last year's Macbeth question, students were asked to look at how Shakespeare makes effective use of imagery in the play. The question was, Shakespeare makes effective use of disturbing imagery in the play Macbeth. Discuss. Most students would have been well prepared for this, and most students would have anticipated a question or a possible question on imagery, yet many candidates would have gone into the exam and would have placed the emphasis on the word imagery and not on effective use. In order to help students avoid making this mistake, I would suggest you use the words how, why and what before you answer the question. How does Shakespeare make effective use of imagery in the play? What is effective about Shakespeare's use of imagery in the play? Why is it effective? If you do this, it could help you avoid making a mistake where you would place emphasis on the wrong words of the question, leading to a situation where potentially you could lose 50% of the marks. Now, if you do this, you will lose 50% of the marks for the P section of the exam. And as a result, all the other sections, C, L and M, will collapse below 50% as well. That would be my advice in your preparation for the English paper.